Hello, welcome to RPTV. I'm Catherine, and we are here today at the CRC building with
Emily Martin.
Okay, and so tell us a little bit about your program.
So I'm the manager of the Regent Park Community Food Centre. So the Regent Park Community Food Centre is a program of the CRC. We're one of 8 community food centres across the country, and basically we're a space where people can come together to cook, grow, share, and advocate for good food. So in short, we're a place for food in Regent Park. People come together here to garden, to have a good meal. We really prioritize healthy food, and we also do food skills. So we train people how to cook, how to make food for themselves and their families, which is kind of what you see going on behind me right now.
Yeah, and that's all amazing. We see here there's a bunch of kids. What's their age ranges?
Yeah, so this is our kids program. It's called When I Grow Up. And it's just a 4-week program. We've got kids 7 to 11, and they're coming in to learn how to cook. But the special thing about this program is we've also brought in different people who work in food industries. So last week we had a baker who came in and was talking to them about what it's like to be a baker, how you get the training. Today we've got a farmer in who's telling them, how you become a farmer. He's actually someone who grew up in the city of Toronto and then moved out to the country and started working as a farmer. So that idea that, even you could grow up and do this.
Last week we had Justine, who is a community advocate and baker. This week we have Sandy, who works on a farm, as well as Rudy and Judy. So, Sandy, I'm just gonna ask you some questions.
Sounds great.
Can you tell us how you became a farmer? Like, did you grow up on a farm?
No, I didn't. I grew up caring a lot about animals and science and things, and so I thought maybe that farming would fit or be a good fit. It wasn't really, but no, I'm just kidding. I just always wanted to be a farmer. When I was little, I used to like to visit farms and things like that, and I really liked food, and I really liked feeding people. So, and then my mother-in-law had a farm she wasn't using anymore, so we started a farm, and, well, here I am.
And then we're going to have a chef coming in, and we're going to have a community caterer, one of the women who caters from this neighborhood, to come in and talk about what she does and how she does catering. So they're getting the idea not only of how to cook, but how this could become a job and something that you do professionally.
Yeah, and I can already see it. They know how to cut vegetables and fruits and all that. That's perfect. Who exactly are you funded by, and how does that work?
So we have a mix of funders. We have some core funding that we get from an organization called Community Food Centres Canada. So they are an organization that takes this model of a community food centre across the country, and they give us a good solid piece of core funding, which is fantastic. We have different foundations that we work with as well that fund certain programs, but a lot of the funding for our programs actually comes from specific donors, individuals in the community across Toronto who just see what we're doing, who believe in the power of good food and want to support what we're doing.
Great. Is there any cost to be a part of this program for the kids, or?
No, so this program, everything that we do here is totally free. So whether that's coming in for a community kitchen and learning how to cook, or coming to our meal program. So we serve breakfast and lunch 5 days a week. It's a drop-in, so you can come in and just get a healthy meal that's cooked by people in the community. Or we also do stuff in the park. We run the bake oven in the park, and in the summer we run Taste of Regent Park, which is a community meal and farmers market event. So all of that stuff, you pay if you buy vegetables at the farmer's market, but otherwise, no admission fee at all.
I love that so much. It's kind of like Taste of the Danforth, but community-wise. How many staff members are involved in this program?
All in all, we've got about 20 full-time staff at CRC, and we got a range of different people who are part-time. We have part-time dishwasher, things like that, but that's about it.
And roughly how many volunteers would you say?
Oh my God. I know our meal program is a beast because we have volunteers who come in and do the actual prep, and then we have volunteers who come in and serve. So on an average day, we probably have 12 volunteers in, and overall I know we had at least 100 volunteers last year. So
that's wonderful. That's great.
Okay, who knows the whole alphabet?
Me!
Does everybody know the alphabet?
No.
Okay, we are going to start with the letter A, and we'll start with Alan, okay?
Why?
Alan has to name something that grows in a garden that starts with the letter A. Then Jason will be B, and we'll go all the way around until we go through all the way to Z, okay? So Alan, name us something that grows in the garden that starts with the letter A.
A bean.
Whoa.
Some
The first letter of whatever it is has to start with an A.
I did.
A bean?
Yeah.
Okay, give us one more.
A pumpkin.
So for you personally, what is the reward out of this?
I mean, there are a lot of rewards. One great reward is good food. There's always good food around here, which is nice to have at your workplace. But I think it's seeing how food can change lives. Food can bring people together. So we look at, people who are living in the neighborhood, maybe don't know people, don't know their own skills, don't know what they want to do, and food brings people out. And, anytime you have a meeting, you have a meal, people are going to come down, and that's the space where people can get talking, people can get to know each other, and people can learn that they have something to share. So in our community kitchens, often people come in and they're able to share a recipe that for them is just boring. It's, this is what my mom used to make. But for someone else, it's like, what? You know how to make dumplings? This is awesome. And through that, through sharing food, you start to have conversations. So people who are new to Canada learn where to go get an OHIP card or what kind of supports are available to them in the community. And I think that's that idea. You just start with a meal and you don't know what's going to come from there.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. Actually, when I was walking through, I saw like a chart saying 80% of people coming here cook more now at home, and they're cooking healthier. I thought that was awesome. Any future visions and dreams?
Lots. So what we're really starting to focus on this year is peer training. So we have a group of women who were in our allotment garden, so gardeners who started to want to get more into cooking. So they did food handlers training with us, and now we're doing a training where they're learning how to lead a workshop. And over the course of the year, they're going to be teaching a workshop on their specialties. So how do I make samosas, or how do you make awesome biryani? So it's that idea. I think that's sort of a great example of the potential of this space, is to get people who have all these skills and get them sharing them with the community and realizing that they have value and they have something to offer, and everybody gets to just eat more great food.
So thank you very much for taking this interview with us. How can people get involved or volunteer?
Yeah, so if anyone is interested in volunteering, you can just email us, volunteers@tcrc.ca, or you can give us a call, 416-363-4234, or just come in at our front desk. We're always ready to let you know how to volunteer. And if you want to donate money, you can call me directly on my direct line, extension 240.
Perfect. So come and volunteer if you love food.